Let's get going. Then there's this guy. This guy's always in the hunt. Whenever he calls, he's in the hunt. Joseph in Orange County has cracked the top 5, not just once, but several times. You never know what you're going to get from Joe. You just know it's not going to suck. This definitely didn't.
Who's the man? OC Joe. Sling box. Here we go. Check TV while make my dough. Watch JRIB? Definitely. KT the brick. What a hack. Come on, Rachel. Shave your back. I'll be back. Running that smack. Came in the lane. Bringing my gun.
Tight. Can he take it from the top 5 to the top spot? Let's find out right now. Joe in the OC. Hey, Joe, what's up? How are you?
Romy, I'm great. So it seems like the topic today is sort of like old school versus new school. And, oh, by the way, Freddie, I love the old school, new school take, especially when you first did it in 2000. But from what I can tell, the difference is the old school talk about sports, while the new school strategically plan their calls and attack each other. Well, then, call me old school. I'm not about attacking other clones. I mean, for the love of God, people, we're not on a dais. We're on sports talk radio. Romy, I'm staying true to my nifty 650 roots where we pick a topic and pick up the phone because today I want to talk sports with you. And the story I want to talk about first is this amazing story of a one-legged wrestler winning the NCAA championship. That is awesome. But not as awesome as the other one-legged wrestler. That tramp Heather Mills using her one-legged wrestling abilities to score $60 million. And on the topic of wrestling, Lisa and Indy, wow, do I owe you an apology. I offended you with my last call. Hey, you know I love you. Listen, keep calling the show. Because who else sounds like they're auditioning to be a 976 operator? And for the love of God, don't worry if your assorted wrestling partners don't take their socks off. As long as they leave your money on the dresser, you're good. And look at the bright side. Lawrence Taylor's not going to card you. And Lisa, you're still my girl. Brad in Corona. Wow. Man, I love your stuff. And I like how when Doc Mike eviscerated you last year, and then you called up after Mike, and then you did respond. Way to go. I mean, the SmackDown's not the time or the place for these grievances. Actually, I am afraid he's right. What the hell's wrong with you, Brad? You're freaking a eunuch. Romy, if we can take back Reggie's Heisman, why can't we take back this weakling smack-off? Brad, you won on a Datola blast, and then when Datola did show up for a fight, you turtled like Claude Lemieux. Instead, you went after Vic. Oh, and I'm sure Frank Caliendo loved your Dan Patrick impression. I know I love all your impressions, but hey, how about impersonating a man? Way to go, rich little junk. But hey, Brad, you're still the best. And Vic, man, you are awesome. I love how you call yourself Broadway Joe. But with all the time you spend campaigning for the smack-up, you should call yourself Seaman Joe. You also call yourself Henry V, Louis XIV. Yeah, way to go, Vic. You can use Google. You know, were it not for that pesky GED, you would have been a history major. Oh, by the way, would it kill you to pick up the tempo and add just a little intonation? Dick Clark thinks you need energy. For sitting through one of your calls, I feel like someone owes me 2 nights free to timeshare. You're wooden and laconic with a mixture of gangbanger. Never have I heard anybody so badly want to simultaneously both sound intelligent and hard. You're Stephen Ambrose meets a Southside Crip, meets an Ambien, meets me destroying my radio. But I love you, Vic. It is real, bro. By the way, is that call still going? Hey, thanks for setting me straight on the BYU honor code. You know, I thought I made a good point, but you responded by saying you're involved with your church and that I'm wrong. Okay, I mean, clearly, if you're involved with the church of 3 packs of non-filters, you assume the moral high ground. What are you, Sarah Palin with emphysema? By the way, maybe you can work in some cakes between your throat clearance. Smack off, you and Trapper should have the phlegm off. Oh, and keep calling the show after you get your tracheotomy. You can play great tricks on Jason Stewart. Hello, you have 2 new messages. I want to talk to Romy about my Raiders tattoo. But hey, you're still my man, Izzy. Terrence, man, you're phenomenal. I certainly can't talk about you because nobody knows who the hell you are anymore. You're so irrelevant. If you went down to Newport Beach, a group of people would give you your own week. Your Q rating can be found on the back of a milk carton. But you're my boy, Terrence. Mike in Indy. Man, I love how you end your calls. It's fun to hear an inane ending with a silly voice. Actually, it's stupid. The Sopranos think your innings are bad. I do declare, I can't think of anything funny. Based on your clever content, your call should all end. Hey, ho, what you gonna do? You've gotten more mileage out of a stupid gimmick than Gallagher's watermelon. Hey, Mike, I love you. Trapper, let me tell you how proud I am of you for turning your life around and winning public office. So what was your campaign slogan? Vote Trapper to tweak the status quo. I'll get a lot done. I got way more energy than everyone else. I'm tough on crime. No, seriously, I'm tough on crime. I mean, what's next? Is Heidi Fleiss running for the DA of Mendocino County? By the way, what kind of skeletons does one have to have in his closet to not get elected? Illegal drug habit. Check. Regularly hyperventilating on national radio. Check. Rolling with a guy whose idea of foreplay involves a tranquilizer gun. Check. Hey, where can I send my campaign contribution? Folsom? But you know I'm proud of you, Trapper. Romy, I kept it to sports. I stayed off the dais. I stayed true to my nifty 60 old school roots. And have I given you enough to talk about?
Showing the OC. Look out.